He hit his head so hard that now he carries his skull in his Ziploc bag.
We still have no idea what happened the night of that accident. I was checked into the hospital as a John Doe, being treated for a drug overdose. This is the unknown story of my skateboarding accident that led to a traumatic brain injury and 7 surgeries over the past 3 years. 3 being highly invasive brain surgeries and having my skull replaced twice. On October 11th, 2019. It was a normal day for me as a freelance videographer. After the shoot, I decided to go home. I hadn't eaten anything all day. I was talking to my mom about how I wanted to talk about, and she was like, okay, I want Mad Dog and Beans, a Mexican restaurant that was close by. I normally wear my helmet when I'm riding, but I don't know why I didn't this time. It was just a beautiful day outside, and I guess I didn't even think about it.
I don't even know what provoked me to look at my phone. I just looked to track you, and I was like, refresh the phone again, and you didn't move. I zoomed in, and I tracked you to New York Presbyterian Hospital. My phone is ringing. Hi, this is Mad Dog and Beans. No one's picked up your order yet. And I was like, oh my God, he never made it. I finally get to the emergency department and they show me where you were laying and you were literally flopping around on the bed like a flounder. And I was like, why are we letting him do this? What is going on? And they're like, oh, drug overdose. My kid does not do drugs. And they were just like, well, we just administered Narcan and we're just waiting for it to kick in for him to settle down. He is not okay. He hit his head and I pointed at the skateboard, which was right beside you. I was shocked that they didn't even make that determination on their own. He needs a CAT scan. Something is not right. And then all of a sudden, instantly, everyone just jumped into action. The neurologist arrived. They did the first CAT scan. He told me that you had a subdural hematoma and that your brain was bleeding at a rapid rate.
I remained in a medically induced coma for about 3 days after the accident. And my mom made sure to document a lot of aspects. On October 14th, after having the intubation tube removed, I woke up very groggy, not knowing what was going on at all, because every time I woke up from a nap, they had to explain to me what had happened. They ended up needing to restrain my arms down because I kept ripping IVs out and they were worried I was gonna rip the tube out of my brain that was allowing it to drain fluid.
I want this thing off my face.
I know you did, but listen.
Like, take it off now. And
look at me. You had brain surgery.
Shortly after that, I had this helmet made for me that I would ultimately have to wear every single time I stood up because I had no skull protecting my brain. During rehab, I went through occupational therapy, physical therapy, regular therapy, and most importantly, speech therapy.
For of the place, I think that healed.
On August 20th, 2021 was my 21st birthday. But then something must have happened. The next morning after waking up after my birthday, I had fluid in my head again. I called my doctor and I was like, hey, it's back. He was like, okay, so we're gonna have to try a different approach at this. We're gonna do what's called a subgaleal shunt, which basically attaches a tube and a valve right here on the outside of my skull but under my skin, and then a valve right here. The tube runs down my body into my abdomen. And you actually probably can see that right here moving around. I had 3 surgeries in a span of a month. I have had the entire left side of my skull replaced twice. This whole process has been grueling, but also it's enlightened me to so many different things about my life that I took for granted every single day, like my health and my well-being, but also doing what you love every single day, because you might not get tomorrow.
I am seen. Are you?